We're live. It's the Beck Scrum with Sam and Michael and Ben. And yeah, so starting with myself, just been preparing with Praveen, and we kind of got to the bottom of some of the testing issues on his pull request for website 1. So I think we might actually be able to get that sorted. We got a fix actually. Nico found a really good fix, and we just wanted to test it properly. So that's all good. Hey Stella. And then just giving my report. What else was happening? Yeah. So I had the web dev mob this morning, and also worked out that the French My Notebook client's phone is smaller than we had expected, and yeah, so I'm going to make some little changes there and push that up, and hopefully move forward on that. I've got a lot of invoicing and project planning to do. Nico and I were getting stuck on a kind of a strange deployment error for website 1, which I think we've now fixed. So basically, yeah, not really blocked, just lots of admin as usual. That's me. I think Ben was in first. Ben, how are things going with you?
Things are going all right. I went to the RSpec mob this morning. Well, morning for me. That went all right, I think. It seems like there's some stuff to be learned there. Trying to work out what to do for creating private events on website 1, and having that be maybe a flag on events that hooks up to, that behaves differently towards the pinging Twitter and Slack, and also with respect to displaying and creating all that events. So that's I've sort of got all that organized, and I'm about to write the tests. Not blocked yet.
But and you've seen the existing pull request, right?
Yeah, the existing pull request. I think so. I mean, we looked at the link for that yesterday, right?
Yeah, I guess when I hear you saying all poised and ready to write tests, the thing I would say is probably the key thing is to follow the approach that we started and to extend that rather than start from a new approach, if you know what I mean.
Perhaps. Maybe we should make sure we're talking about the exact same thing, so there's no wasted effort.
Okay. Yeah. Let me just grab so that there's currently an open pull request from Marianne Mosley, which is allow event creator to select audience for an event, front end only. So that's the key thing to review and kind of build upon, if it makes sense. I mean, maybe you want to start from scratch, but if so, we should probably have a chat about that.
Mm-hmm.
I've just put the link in there. Great. And anything else on your mind, Ben?
No, I don't think so. Nope.
Good stuff. All right, thanks, Ben. Michael, how are things going with you?
Good. So basically, I haven't done anything today, but I had started thinking about how to implement the changes needed with the machine learning algorithm. And I talked to Marion, and she may be interested in working with me some on that over the weekend.
Cool.
And then potentially you and I could pair sometime.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
All right.
No blocks per se.
Sounds good. Thanks, Michael. Stella, how are you doing? Hey, Stella.
Hey, Sam. Hey, everyone. So today I joined the web dev mob, but I was watching through YouTube. It was really interesting, especially the JavaScript part. I can't relate to it. I can't remember their names because JavaScript is also not a friend of mine.
Right.
And also attended the RSpec. Yeah, it was really nice. And I'm also working on a few things on Agile Venture, on local support.
Mm-hmm.
I have no blockers, although I haven't looked at them since Saturday, I guess, but I'll look at them, especially the failing ones. Yeah.
Cool. Great. Thanks, Stella. Good to have you with us. Excellent. Hey, Sigu, how are you doing?
Hey guys, I hope you can hear me.
We sure can.
All right, so my reports are a little bit under the weather, so nothing being done much on my side, but the team is struggling on. Yeah, the team is struggling on, so they're trying to do as much as they can. I've managed to do some pull request reviews on local support. I'll be doing a little bit on the RFM maybe. RFM might be picking an issue. Then have a look at the pull request on the website one. I guess that's all for the Agile Ventures thing.
All right.
Yep.
Great stuff. Thanks, Sigu. There we go. Well, that's our Scrum then. Does anybody have anything else that they want to bring up? Anybody want to arrange a pairing session or anything at all?
Just with respect to this, the thing I was talking about, is this still being actively worked on by the people that were working on it? It looks like it hasn't been merged.
It hasn't been merged. It was basically Marion and I had a premium pairing session on it about 4 weeks ago, and we started on it. And then my plan was to continue on it, and I mean potentially I would be doing another bit more of it with Marion soon. But in the last 4 weeks, due to one thing or another, have not been able to do anything on it. But I think that the approach that we were sketching out to kind of for the whole thing is basically sound. That pull request is basically the results of our initial work on kind of slicing off, rather than trying to build the entire thing, we were setting it up so that an event could be specified as to whether it would be for everyone or if it would be specifically for a certain group of members, like premium mob members.
Okay, so that actually works now?
Well, I think it works as in you can now make that specification, but that specification is not enforced.
No, it's not being used to yeah, I understand. Okay.
Right. And so that's we're kind of in order to slice it off into small chunks that can kind of be released potentially incrementally, or we can sort of build bits of it and move forward, and can be merged in, particularly can be merged in incrementally. I think we started with that one, and then the idea being that we would then be able to adjust, for example, the way in which events were displayed, so it would check what kind of member you were, and then you wouldn't necessarily, you'd still see the premium mob members, but you wouldn't have access to the links to click through and join them. And you might even have then like, it might direct you to, like, if you want to sign up for a free trial, then you can get access on a one-off basis.
Yep. That makes sense. So I should continue from that branch that hasn't been merged?
Well, I guess it's an interesting question there. This is the difficult thing I guess in principle, is that ready to merge? I think
that's what it says on the.
Well, I mean, when they ready to merge, I mean, like the automated tests, of course, don't have any this, that, and the other. That was the result of the end of our day's work there. I mean, really what we should do, and of course this is part of it, we should link this up to the right. I'll just share my screen. Wrong thing. Here. So, what's the ticket number for the?
So that's
well, it's 1596.
It's not even saving.
Go on, Mike.
Is that saving the fact that you chose to be a premium event? Is that even saved?
I believe so. We're changing basically there's a migration.
So the database and the model have been changed to reflect this.
So potentially all you really need to do now is just make it so that only mob members see the mob link, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then change the Twitter and Slack stuff.
Yeah, we don't do the Twitter anymore, but yeah,
and maybe change the edits pages and stuff, or have those already been
The what pages? Sorry.
The create page, for instance, for events? Does that already have a form element that allows you to include that information? I haven't.
I think that's what this form is here.
That's what that is. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right.
Yeah, so that's the form there, and we've got that there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think what if it was me working on this, what I would be tempted to do is to check out this branch and run it all locally to check that the test pass, and then run it manually, and check exactly all those things that the user experience kind of makes sense. And then, as Michael says, and then you were saying, yeah, I mean, the kind of follow-on things are, one, only make the click-through link available to the premium mob members, and then make sure it gets sent to the premium mob channel instead of what have you. But so I mean, but even before doing any of that, which I think there are various issues with that might get complicated about the way in which links get displayed in different parts of the site, and Slack issues and this and the other. This could still be delivered and deployed and allow people to specify their preference that an event is for premium mobs before it's ever actually enforced. If you know what I mean.
So that there won't be. So there'll be less of the stuff that's being created now will be legacy and need to be retrofitted manually in order to follow.
Yeah.
Because there are these ongoing events which are actually premium events, which would have to happen to them, I think, right?
Yeah, I mean, it would allow us to mark them up in that way. I mean, it would also increase independent, even before it's enforced. I mean, it will increase clarity that certain events were premium mob events, rather than it having to be, manually noted. So as Michael knows, and probably puts up with, I'm a huge fan of slicing features into these tiny little bits so that they can be released incrementally, and we can minimize the duration of the pull request. So of course, even best laid plans, having done that in this case, this has hung around for 4 weeks, but that's my fault.
I was going to ask about that. Would you say that that you're ready to merge this in now, or should I perform some checks and then communicate about that?
I think I haven't checked this since Mary and I worked on it 4 weeks ago. So if you did that, and that would be very, very helpful, and maybe you would want to make some minor changes to it and add to it, and then between us we could make sure it gets merged in and talk about what's the next, what are the sensible next stages and other pull requests to do.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Great to see everybody, and hopefully I'll be even better on the next occasion. Getting there. Have a lovely rest of your day, everyone.
All right. Get some rest.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye for now.
Bye, guys. Bye-bye.